BYU linebacker Isaiah Glasker joining us on the program.
Somebody give me some pads. I'm going to run some one-on-ones with Isaiah. I'm going to shut you down off the edge.
Good luck.
I don't know, man. I think I can get that kick step back on you. How you doing?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Good. It's good to see you.
We're excited, man. It's coming down, doing the media days thing. This is your first time doing this, and what's it been like going into the off season and just coming off of getting last year under your belt, making inroads is not just becoming a solid linebacker, but becoming one of those key guys on defense, on Jay Hill's defense. What's it been like over the past 365 days compared to where you were last year, walking into this year? How prepared do you feel going into 2025?
Honestly, I really do feel prepared, and just mostly it's not really about the skill aspect. It's about just taking that leadership spot. We had a whole bunch of older guys last year, and like you said, like a whole bunch of leaders. So I don't know, really just taking that leadership spot. That was the main thing.
Well, yeah, you lose Batty, and Batty was the very loud, very vocal leader. Every time I come out to practice, he's chewing somebody in half and yelling at everybody to run drill to drill. How much did you learn from Tyler Batty?
I learned a lot. Ever since I first got to BYU, that's always been the guy that's been setting the standard for me. And I would say give me a hard time, but in a good way. So I don't know. I've always looked up to Batty. He's always been a great leader to me, and I wish him the best in the NFL. So
he's a high motor guy, man. Mm-hmm.
You are an NFL guy. I mean, I don't know how much you want to talk about it, but it's clear. I mean, you had a big-time breakout season, and I'm thinking, who is this guy, man, right? SMU game, sitting up in the booth, and Hans was there. I was there covering it. And that to me, that was like your breakout game, and you really just burst out on the scene. A lot of it, and I talked to some of the coaches, say you were injured a little bit the year before, and this past season it was a situation where you were healthy. How much more do you have in order to be able to get your game at the NFL level? Because you're already playing at a high level. What do you need to do?
Really just, I would say, when it comes to the NFL, it's really just getting a little bit faster, a little bit stronger. Always, these guys in the NFL be training all the time, and I don't know, I was kind of late to the linebacker spot, and really just taking all the help I can get, really with training. I would say, like, meeting with guys like Kyle Van Noy's and like the Fred Warners, really just hearing what they have to say. I feel like that could really help me. So
you're playing in a defense that gives you a lot of upside too. Jay Hill, I know he knows how to emphasize your position and make things work for you. Did you kind of surprise yourself a little bit with last year? I mean, you led the entire Big 12 in TFLs.
Surprised us, right?
It felt like every time there was a 4th and 1, 4th and 2, I'm up in the booth calling number 16 on the contain, the shutdown off the edge. I don't know how many 4th down stops you had in particular, but did you kind of surprise yourself a little bit?
I feel like I really knew what I could do just from the beginning. It was just really just like they said, the injuries and everything that helped, or that was kind of taking a toll on me just because I didn't really get the time to play. But I don't know, last year, especially with Jay Hill and everything, I feel like Jay Hill is I want to give myself all the credit. It's really Jay Hill. He's the person that put me in the right position to where I can make plays, and then especially just our defense, our front lineup. You seen them last year; they were tearing it up, and I feel like those guys right there, those guys were the reason why I was making plays. So,
Jack Kelly obviously is one of those guys that we all look at and go, "Hey, you got Isaiah Glasker, you got Jack Kelly." And you've got two guys who a lot of folks already know that the type of talent that you guys bring to the table. What is it that he does that you guys can – I feel like there'd be some competition. None of you guys are without competition, but I feel like you guys both push each other. What kind of a competitor is he, and how's that helped you? That's a tough linebacking core right there.
Well, really, it just starts in the workouts. You know what I'm saying? We're always competing, racing and stuff. It just makes each other better. And then
who's faster?
Uh-oh.
Come on,
I know he's going to get mad, but I'll say I'm faster. I know he'll get mad about this.
He's faster than Kingston. Did you see that punt return? He was leading the way, man. He was the grand marshal of that punt return.
He's got long legs.
I'm texting Justin Enna right now. I'm going to get it. You say you got the edge on him?
I say I think so. He's going to get mad about that one, but
PK is right, man. You were out in the lead.
Yeah, it was awesome.
You were out running Kingston.
Yeah. It was the gap was small until they got inside K-State territory. It just kept wider and wider.
That's what we do.
This guy's secretariat over here.
That's what we do mid-season. We got to ask next time we see Parker Kingston, we go. So Isaiah says he's faster than you on the on that punt return. The
adrenaline was flying on that one.
Lots of memorable moments from last year. You picked off Shedeur Sanders in the bowl game, and BYU was locked in on that. People wonder how teams are going to show up, and that Alamo Bowl meant something to you guys. What was it to be able to leave the season on that note to be able to get into this season now?
Well, really, it was just like we felt like we should have at least been in the playoffs, but I don't know, we came short. But it's like the Alamo Bowl. That's a great bowl, and it's an experience that we got to even play there. I'm grateful for the experience that we had, and I don't know, coming into this next season, I feel like it makes the boys hungry. You know what I'm saying? We're wanting more, want that Big 12 championship, and then hopefully that national championship. So
when you look at what you've got coming back, loaded on defense, you were supposed to have the quarterback back. We know the situation there. With that in mind, do you feel like whoever's going to start has never taken a snap for BYU at quarterback? That's obvious. Do you think that maybe the defense needs to step it up even more at the start of the season to allow the offense to get going a little bit with this quarterback situation, whoever it is?
Honestly, I personally don't think so, just because – I don't know. I play against these dudes every day in practice, and I really know what they can do. And we have a lot of tough quarterbacks that can really go out there and make a play. So I'm excited to see what they can do.
So I'm interested. Harrison Taggart jumps into the transfer portal, and Siale Serra is kind of standing there as the next big dog up. How do you feel about that? Losing Harrison's going to be tough. Dude was a tackle machine, but how do you feel about Siale Serra kind of carrying that?
He has a lot of potential for sure, and he, even just playing with him every single day, you see this guy. He's a big, strong guy. You know what I'm saying? He's fast, and so I'm excited. I'm excited really what he can do. He can make plays. You seen it last year. He's making sacks. Alamo Bowl made a tackle, so I'm excited what he can do.
What does it mean to bring a guy like Keanu Tanavasa into this defense?
Really, just the leadership aspect too. He's. I know he was at Utah and everything. Hasn't really played at BYU like a game, but he's been a leader ever since he's gotten here, and I'm excited to see what he can do up front and hopefully open up some gaps for me. So,
well, I can't let you go without asking about Legend, because my son played with him, and I've got to know him a little bit. And Legend Glasker is a very special talent. I believe just recently committed to BYU.
Yeah.
How much did you play?
Your cousin?
How much did you play a role in that? But he basically grew up with you, didn't he?
Yeah, for sure. So his mom is my cousin, and that's her son. So it's, I don't know, I feel like I played a big role. Anytime he comes to BYU, you know what locker he's going to. But yeah, ever since I went to BYU, their family's changed, diehard BYU fans and everything. That was his dream to come to BYU. So I'm glad I could be, make a big impact on him coming to BYU, because I think he has a lot of potential.
Isaiah Glasker, linebacker for BYU, joining us here on our Big 12 Media Days here in Frisco, Texas. It's another year. How's Jay Hill developed over the last couple of years? Have you seen – I mean, that's a guy who's as steady as it gets. And recently he was talking to us about how he – the unit last year played like one group. The 111th was taken care of, and that's why the defense was so good. Do you – feel like that this defense this year is going to be just as successful, even with the losses that you have in the defensive backfield? Yeah,
for sure. I think so. It's every year we get closer as a team, and really just like the bonding aspect. We always are going out as a team, eating, doing just activities with each other, and I feel like we're just, I don't know, when I first got to BYU, it wasn't, I feel like, necessarily like that, but now that Jay Hill and Kalani have emphasized family and unity, I feel like our team is super close, and I'm just excited to see what we can do. And we're all hungry, and we want that Big 12 championship. So,
how tough has this Jake Retzlaff thing been for the team as a leader? And I know you're separated on the defensive side of things, but has it been really hard, or is it just something you guys are working through?
I would say just really working through. We haven't really got to practices yet, so we can't. I would say we can't really see the effect necessarily, just because he's not. Of course, he's a big leader when it comes to like our workouts and everything. And I don't know. It's just it's really just the aspect of practice that we'll just see how it comes. So.
Isaiah, we appreciate it, man. We wish you the best of luck this year, and we're glad to have you guys watch you guys.
Did it bug you that you and Kelly weren't nominated as preseason All Big 12 linebackers?
Give us the real feel.
Because I'm going to tell you, this is how I approached it on air. I was disgusted.
We couldn't believe it.
I couldn't believe between Utah and BYU.
I threw up.
Yeah, BK threw up on his lap. I couldn't believe it. I mean,
Yeah.
That's shocking.
Yeah, I wouldn't say too much about it. I'm just surprised my teammates didn't get it. They're at least one of them, but I don't know. No disrespect to the Big 12. They always got their preseason picks, but it's really about the postseason, and we'll see about the postseason. So
There it is.
We'll see you there, Isaiah.
All right. He just made his first tackle of the season.
Short answer is he's pissed. He's pissed.
Isaiah, we appreciate you, man. It's fun seeing you down here.
yeah, I appreciate you
I'm
guys.
so proud of you, man. It was incredible to watch you just blossom and do amazing things. So we'll be watching. Hey, special teams. You going to do any special teams this year?
For sure.
Okay.
Just punt return, hopefully. So
I swear.
Again.
BYU special teams, I think, swayed 4 games.
Oh, no
I think
question.
their special teams swayed.
Yeah,
That's why Papinga got that fat raise.
Yeah, yeah, he's a great coach.
Is he driving a new car now? Papinga's pulling up in some type of Bentley. Like, hey, what's up? Oh, special teams did well.
Yeah, they
That's
did.
Good.
You look at all the guys, all the people milling about and everything. It's a fun thing. Do you look forward to something like this, or did you look at it and go, I don't really love doing this media thing? It's pretty fun. You guys
I've
get
never
on the
done
private jet,
anything.
get it going.
Yeah, I've never done anything like this. I would say it's just chaotic, but it's a fun experience. You know what I'm saying? You don't really get to do this ever, and it's like me having this as my first chance to come here. It's like it's really exciting.
What's on the necklace there? I want to see what's.
It's just the eye.
Oh, okay. Oh my heavens! You're looking like Shedeur Sanders last year, rolling up with that kind of bling. Man, that's awesome.
My advice, man, slow it all down, Isaiah. Take it all in, because you're right. Like these years go fast, and they don't happen again. And then you look back and you're like, that was a different life I lived.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
this is a cool thing to be a part of. So enjoy it, and eat a lot of food.
Eat a lot.
I hope they're feeding you good.
Yeah, not here. Don't waste it on the snack table over here. But Isaiah Glasker, BYU linebacker, joining us here. Big 12 Media Days in Frisco, Texas at the Star.